Hey guys, happy Thursday. I just got back from a grocery haul, so I wanted to go over what I got and hopefully it gives you guys some good ideas what to get in the next 8 weeks. And also, I want to talk about how to build a meal as well with the stuff that I got. So, firstly, we're going to talk about my protein sources. So, for protein this week, I already have a bunch of chicken in the refrigerator, so I didn't get any more chicken, but I got bacon. I use this a lot for my morning breakfast sandwiches, and I usually buy two at a time so I can throw one in the freezer for next week and not have to worry about it. But bacon, I feel like people think is, oh no, it's bad for you. It's only going to be not the best if you have high cholesterol. If you don't, then you're more than fine to use it. The next source of protein I got is salmon. I've been loving salmon recently. I don't know, the taste, I just really, really love it. And then my other protein sources are chicken. But as far as like snacks and stuff, cottage cheese, I love cottage cheese. I'll throw this in anything. I'll make a salmon bowl and throw cottage cheese in it. I don't know. I just really, really enjoy it. But you can also eat it with like peaches or other types of fruit, and it can be made into pasta sauces to just create more of a protein base with it and just add protein to meals. Cottage cheese because I just really like the ingredients, to be honest. It's compared to like a Walmart brand, which I still buy, but more expensive. This has skim milk, whole milk, cream, sea salt, live and active cultures, whereas like a Walmart brand has a bunch of added gums that you just don't need. So I've been really loving this brand. Okay, I also get Greek yogurt. I get the light vanilla Greek and also just plain. This is a great source of protein. You can add this into a bunch of different things. You can put it into oatmeal. You can make yogurt bowls, smoothies. It's just a really good protein source. And with the plain Greek yogurt, I use as like a sour cream substitute, and it's really enjoyable. You can also add flavorings into that one as well. Peanut butter, I always go with peanut butter that is just dry roasted peanuts and salt. You don't need the extra sugar, so that's just something to look at when you're at the grocery store. Crunch bars, I've been really liking these lately compared to the Nature Valley. I'm not a protein bar person ever. I think they all taste kind of weird, but this one is pretty good. And there's a bunch of different flavors, 13 grams of protein. It's kind of like a treat. That's what it tastes like to me, which I enjoy. Eggs, always a staple. We usually buy two things of these eggs, but we are out and about lately, just going back and forth to New York. So I only bought one for the week. We eat a lot of eggs, excellent source of protein. Also, cream cheese for our breakfast sandwiches. Been loving a sandwich for months now. I'm someone that will just eat the same freaking thing over and over again. I don't know about you, but I am. This does have protein in it. It is a dairy product. It's not that much. Yeah, cream cheese. Let's move on to vegetables and fruits. This is a staple. I always have peppers in my household. It can be thrown into literally anything from like Italian dish to a Mexican dish. It's just a vegetable I really enjoy. Red onion, I really like the color of red onion. I think it brightens up a dish that I make and a kind of different flavor than my sweet onions I have. So I just have this on hand. Bananas, they're not my favorite personally. I buy them for my husband, but I will throw them into a smoothie once in a while because it makes it really, really creamy. So I usually have bananas on hand. Blueberries, these are for my husband as well. I'm not a huge fan of blueberries. I do like raspberries though, and I always have these on hand. I'm going to freeze half of this and then keep this one unfrozen because I can use this like in protein smoothies. It's getting nicer and hotter out, so I really enjoy a protein smoothie once in a while. And that's what I'll do with that. Freeze half of these and it makes it, I'll use it as ice. Really love tomatoes. Again, this is something I'll just throw into anything, cut them up. I don't even care what it is and I'll just eat them. I really, really enjoy tomatoes. Avocados are something I always have on hand, especially for our breakfast sandwiches. I make this into pasta sauces, other like cilantro lime sauces, or just put on toast, whatever. There's a bunch of different options you can do with this. Dates, honestly, never had a date in my life. I saw them and I've been seeing them all over TikTok. That's why I bought them. So I stay tuned. We'll see. Cucumbers, really love a good crunch, and you can again throw these into anything. I just really enjoy them. Same with Brussels sprouts, one of my favorite vegetables. Green beans, frozen. I always have these on hand because more often than not, I tend to go for a really easy vegetable, and this is just easy. Throw it into the microwave, 5 minutes, done. Sweet potatoes. I love this for a carb source, and I just really like the flavor. Again, my bad. There's so much you can do with this. You can make fries cubed. You can just put them in the oven whole. You can make muffins out of these. There's a bunch of different things that you can do with sweet potatoes. And then lately, I've been absolutely loving these. These have been in my other videos, but the uncooked flour tortillas. I'm not going back to anything else. These are the best. When you make them, it takes like 2 seconds. Well, 90 seconds it says, but I think it's quicker than that. They just get fluffy and delicious. Just huge, huge fan. And then lastly, I usually have taco seasoning or I make it myself, but I really like this brand too, so I just bought it for easiness. But that's what I got today. Let's talk about creating a meal. Okay, so if I were to look at what I got and wanted to create a meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? So let's start with breakfast. Firstly, I would go with my eggs. That's your protein source. Eggs and bacon, and then I also have sourdough, and then I would pair that with cream cheese and avocado. And that's going to be a high protein breakfast. And I always have protein coffee in the morning, so I automatically have 24 grams of protein. So that would be my first option with what I got. For lunch, I would probably opt for some chicken, which is already in the refrigerator, or I'd make a protein smoothie. So I would add my yogurt, my peanut butter, my protein powder that's in my cupboard, some almond milk, and then whatever sounded good. So some fruit, and that would be my lunch, or I would have something with like chicken. Chicken is very high protein. And then for dinner, I would do my salmon probably. In fact, that sounds really good. I probably will do it tonight. Salmon, very high protein, and one of these, it's like almost 54 or more grams of protein in just one of these, which is a lot. Same with chicken, like a whole chicken breast is like 54 grams of protein, but I would pair that with carbohydrate and probably some easy green beans, and there you have for meals. For snacks, I would grab a Power Crunch bar. I would make a yogurt bowl. There's so many different options you can do. But my point is, when you're building a meal and you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle, maybe you're trying to lose weight, protein is going to be your best friend. Pick a protein source and make a meal around that protein source. Even snacks, all of your snacks should have protein in them. So whether you like vegetables and ranch, if you really like that, I have an option for you. Grab your plain Greek yogurt, which is in I'll just grab it, mixed with ranch. This is literally tastes the same as ranch. And my husband says the same thing. He's not all into the cottage cheese train like I am, like throwing it into everything, and he thinks this is good. So there's always going to be an option for you to add protein into your daily life. If you don't like that option, have the ranch, have the vegetables, and add like turkey roll-ups on the side. There's so many options you can do. You just have to think outside of the box sometimes. But if you ever have questions, again, throughout the 8 weeks, please message me and let me know. I hope this was helpful.